Hi everyone, my name is Ben Mueller and I'm an online learning experience coordinator currently on co-op with the Faculty of Environment, and I'll be talking to you today about what we are calling our Environment Student Engagement Showcase. Well, what is engagement? It just means getting involved and getting connected with stuff that's outside of your regular classes. So university is going to look different this fall, different than any other term we've probably experienced. And so, with all online classes, learning from home, staying connected and finding new opportunities all in a new virtual online environment, it's going to be different. And so we're going to be sharing some information that helps us stay engaged, getting involved and connected socially and academically. So why does this matter? Well, it does have benefits. Engagement is what brings the excitement to your university experience. It's more than just going to class. And it strengthens and expands your social network. And it's also, as a fun bonus, it does help you with your classwork. There's a lot of studies that show people who are involved with stuff outside of the classroom end up also doing well in their academics. So it comes in many different forms, different levels of involvement, whatever you're comfortable with. And it is entirely up to you. So opportunities will be existing this fall. And what we will be sharing with you in this video, you're going to get the chance to watch some different interviews. So we've conducted some interviews, and you're going to find out what joining clubs will look like during the fall term, how to get involved with your student society, how to get involved or connected with peer mentorship and student leadership if that's something you're interested in. And we've also attached a resource sheet for you. So if you're tired of looking in many different places for links to different videos, and it's just too much, to make it easier on you, we're going to try and compile these all into one sheet that you can just go to and click on the links right from there. And there's going to be also kind of two ways that you can watch this video. One is going to be looking like a webinar kind of style, where we kind of go from group to group. And another way that you can watch this is just by looking at the individual interview. So if there's one group that you're really interested in, then you can just click the link to their individual interview and find out just about them, if that's what you got time for. So just to keep it accessible. So we reached out and we asked different clubs and groups some questions. What does your club do? What can we as students expect this fall? Something that typically happens or a memorable event that was really fun. And what are the benefits? Was it meeting friends or was it the experience you gained? And of course, how to get involved. So these are the groups we asked. We asked the Bike Center, Fossil Free UW, Climate Students Impact Alliance, Campus Compost, the Radicle, Geospatial Club, the Student Success Office, and also a Student Society executive member to talk to you about what they do. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we wish you a meaningful fall term.
Hi, my name is Lucy.
Hi everyone, my name is Redmond.
And I'm the co-project manager for Campus Compost.
One of the project managers for Campus Compost.
Here's everything you need to know about Campus Compost
In 60 seconds or less. More or less.
Waste. Why do we care?
Because the amount of waste we're generating.
It's too damn high.
We got plastic waste.
Every 60 seconds, a garbage truck's worth of plastic is dumped in the ocean.
Food waste.
58% of food in Canada is lost or wasted.
Textile waste.
The average person throws away 37 kilos of textiles each year. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Before climate change melts them all. So what does Campus Compost actually do?
Well, we act as an advocacy group, student service, and a club.
Interested in promoting zero waste practices?
We got you.
Want to operate a small composting service on campus, diverting organic waste while producing rich organic compost for the community?
We got you.
Want to join a community of people all learning and growing with each other to become more sustainable?
We got you. With weekly meetings,
schools and daycares are closing,
live events,
but there are growing concerns about community transmission,
and a chance to get your hands dirty.
With compounding interest, and it's gone.
So what's going on in the fall?
Like everyone else,
We've gone virtual.
while we won't be able to do our normal campus activities,
We still got some stuff in the works.
Waste Reduction Week in Canada is still happening in October.
Memes, vlogs, more online content.
We're also looking to revive the long-dormant campus market garden for spring 2021 so students can once again have
Affordable, fresh organic produce right in the SLC. And we're looking for people to take charge of it.
what's in it for you.
Maybe make some friends.
Build some volunteer experience for those first rounds of co-op.
Learn more about zero waste and what it means to live sustainably.
Make a tangible impact on the UW community.
Come in at the beginning at a lot of new programs.
And help make the campus more sustainable. And that's 60 seconds.
More or less.
So another garbage truck's worth of plastic in the ocean. We've got some work to do.
We've got some work to do.
I have so much work to do.
everybody, my name is Crystal Yee. I am the University of Waterloo's SDG Campus Coordinator for SDSN Youth Canada. It is a global organization started by UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon to engage youth with the Sustainable Development Goals. Impact Alliance is the hub for the University of Waterloo. We are a close-knit group that does local projects related to the Sustainable Development Goals. We want to help empower the youth to contribute towards developing sustainable solutions through education, involvement in the community, and constant innovation. We are a new club with tons of opportunities for incoming first years, and every member has a chance to contribute impactfully at our hub. We meet once every 2 weeks for short online calls that feature fun activities like an upcycling webinar, virtual tea time with special guests, and Kahoot games. Last term was our first term, so everything was done virtually, and we had a really successful social media campaign featuring one of the 17 SDGs each week. During this time, we collaborated with over 20 different local organizations, and our members each contributed uniquely to a goal of their choice. You can check it out on our Instagram at SDG Impact Alliance. Next term, we hope to continue this social media campaign in a different series and also achieve a certificate through our bi-weekly meetings. I have met so many wonderful people through this network, not only in Canada but globally. And I have made many friends and networked with other amazing individuals that have inspired me. If you're interested in this, do find us on Instagram and Facebook at SDG Impact Alliance and on Twitter at SDG Alliance. We hope to hear back from you soon. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ben and I'm a 2A Geography student, and I'll be acting as president of UW Geospatial Club this term. I've been very interested in geography since high school, so I was quick to take up GIS when I started at UW last fall. I've been very lucky to receive several amazing opportunities through my interest in geography and GIS, so I hope to do my bit to pass that along to all of you this term. So in terms of what we do, our club's goal is to provide our members with an environment where they can gain experience working with GIS software. And this is software that allows you to analyze and map spatial data to help answer geographic questions. But we try and do this in a way that traditional GIS courses just can't, and that is through term-long, team-based GIS projects. This really gives our members an opportunity to gain experience working in teams, like they would in the workforce, and learn new GIS skills both through their teammates and by working through problems that pop up during the project. So our club does about 3 term-long GIS projects, and these all run simultaneously so that our members can choose the project that interests them the most. One memorable project we started last winter and aim to continue this term is the Food Deserts Project. This project aims to map areas of KW that are, say, within 10 minutes of a grocery store by car, by bus, and by walking, with the aim of identifying which areas of KW have easy access to nutritious food for each mode of transportation, and which areas don't.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason and I'm a 3A Geography student, and I'm going to be helping out with directing Geospatial Club this fall term. Us 3 directors of Geospatial Club each have an idea for a project that can be solved using GIS. By joining Geospatial Club, you'll be able to use GIS to work on one of these projects with the group, and you can contribute as much as you would like. In terms of meetings, each of the 3 project teams will have their own weekly Zoom call to discuss how their project is progressing and discuss plans for the next steps of their project. Outside of these weekly Zoom calls, we have set up a Slack group for the club, which is a messaging platform you can all use to keep in touch. One of the most obvious benefits to join the club is being able to make friends with like-minded people that are super interested in geography and GIS. We're all at Geospatial Club because we love GIS and seeing what kind of problems it can solve. Additionally, being involved with Geospatial Club is a great way to develop your skills and set yourself apart from other co-op students on the job hunt. Personally, I've had quite a few co-op interviewers ask if I'm involved with any extracurriculars here at UW. Being able to show your work from Geospatial Club is a great way to answer that interview question.
Hey guys, my name is Tanya and I'm an executive of the Geospatial Club. To contact us, you can simply email us at uwgeospatial@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook by searching for @uwgeospatial. We're also setting up an Instagram account right now, so by the time you see this video, it should be ready. You can find the link on our Facebook page. I'm excited to work with you this fall term.
Hey, my name is Petra and I'm an executive on Fossil Free UW, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do as a club. We are facing a global climate emergency, and Fossil Free UW is taking action to help address that crisis locally. Fossil Free is a WUSA club with members and supporters that include undergrads, grad students, professors, and staff. Our main campaign is to see UW divest the $60 million it has invested in fossil fuel companies as of September 2019, and to work with UW to see it move towards carbon neutral investment policies. We are also a strong voice for broader climate action. We helped organize the 2019 student climate strikes, and we do a lot of campus outreach and organizing, and we host events to raise awareness around actions the UW community can do to address the climate emergency we are facing. In a regular term, Fossil Free UW engages in a mix of working with the university administration and student groups across campus to increase support for the divestment movement, and putting together outreach and information events. This fall will be no different, even as we adjust to host most of our actions online. This September, we will be doing student outreach and recruitment, and organizing around the 1-year anniversary of the student climate strike. In October, we will be organizing around our carbon neutral investment policy and helping promote it at the Board of Governors. In November, we will be organizing with student groups on an event focused on the global climate emergency and connecting it to the idea of climate justice, both local and global. We usually meet every week or two, depending on what projects we're working on. We announce meetings through our mailing lists, so make sure to sign up to keep updated. Fossil Free is a great way to meet amazing people who are just as passionate about the climate movement as you, across all faculties and in all walks of life. I know I've met so many people that I don't think I would have otherwise. You can also learn about how the university works behind the scenes, get a feeling for political dynamics and the political process, and to connect with divestment and climate movements across the country. Currently, we are working on promoting our policy on divestment and carbon neutrality, which you can access at our website, fossilforuw.ca. It has been approved by the Graduate Student Association, the Faculty Association Climate Justice Working Group, and most recently by WUSA, the Undergraduate Student Association. We're hoping to put this on the agenda for the October UW Board of Governors meeting and see the university take the initiative to make meaningful progress in the fight against climate change. One really memorable past event was the student climate strike. It was inspiring and invigorating to see 1,500 UW students show up last September to raise awareness of the climate emergency. We hope that even throughout our current crisis, we can mobilize with the same passion and concern for our environment, and we hope that the university can match that concern. We welcome anyone and everyone who wants to get involved in any part of the process. You can sign up to our mailing list by emailing fossilfreeuw@wpirg.org, either just for information or to volunteer. Otherwise, you can keep updated by checking us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at fossilfreeuw, and supporting us through actions like signing our petition at bit.ly/divestuw and emailing your representatives to show support for divestment.
What does your club do? The UW Bike Center is a DIY workshop, and we rent tools and fluids out. We have volunteers to help you and guide you through the use of tools and how to maintain and fix your own bike. We also do rental bikes in the fall and spring semesters, and you can rent one of those bikes out for a period of 1 to 6 months from us. So for fall, our operations are a bit different than they used to be compared to last fall. We now are limiting the person in the bike shop to 3 customers at a time. And we also have 2 other volunteers in the shop. We have our rental program still running, so you can sign up for that through Facebook or the WUSA link. Besides that, we are running online workshops. We are running some guidance videos. We're making some guidance videos so that it'll make it easier for you to fix your own bikes, that you have some reference. So the video basically shows how we use the bike center tools to fix or repair a certain part of the bike. So we are running monthly or bi-weekly online, like live workshops. So if anyone's at home and they need to fix their bike, then you can get online to them using the video calling platforms and help them fix their own bike in the comfort of their home, so they don't have to go outside and interact with too many people, or if they're unable to make it to the bike center itself. We're also doing some recorded videos, so they can watch it without having a live person on the other side. A live one is more comfortable so that they can ask questions and we can respond to it immediately. We also used to organize weekly or bi-weekly group rides, which we may or may not start. So the information will be posted on our social media, on Instagram and Facebook. So you'll find out more information on our group rides through those sources. The Bike Center is a really nice place to be involved and meet a lot of different people who have similar interests. Everyone's interested in bikes, everyone is interested in adventure and getting out there. People come because they want to learn how to fix their bike. People come because they want to interact with other people, know how it is to be in a physical workshop or to manage a space, handle parts, inventory, that kind of just being in a shop or the day-to-day operations of it. It's extremely beneficial. When I joined, I made a lot of friends, and you end up going on rides and trips and adventures with these people even outside the bike center. And I've had the same friends for a year now. It's really nice because it encourages sustainability on campus. So with the increasing number of bike locks and bike lanes that Waterloo is providing, it really encourages more and more people every semester to ride bikes. We do have our volunteer applications open on leads as of July, and they're open until mid-September. You can apply online, and we will love for you to join our team. You would be required to either submit social media posts or be there in person in order to manage the shop. So if either of them are to your liking, then you can apply through that. You could also actively post on our social media and follow us, because we do have events, and we will be having our 25th anniversary event. So the 25th anniversary event will last from September until next August. And over this period of 12 months, we will have several events, both online and in person. So if you follow our social media, then you'll also see updates and invite links to those events.
Hi everyone, my name is Harjaz Judge and I am the Undergraduate Vice President of Climate Students here at the University of Waterloo. We focus on facilitating student enrichment, engagement, and communications on all things climate change, ranging from the governance side of things to the scientific side. And we're actually the student arm of the Interdisciplinary Center on Climate Change here on campus as well. Some of the events that we've put on in the past range from panel discussions on the United Nations Climate Change Conference that happens on a yearly basis, where some of our members have actually attended previously, all the way up to trivia nights and movie nights related to climate change matters as well.
There are many benefits to joining Climate Students. You get to meet new people, make new friends, have the opportunity to take on leadership roles, have a voice in addressing climate change on campus, and have the ability to actually have your voice heard and make differences. My personal favorite part about being in Climate Students is the fact that it's cross-faculty. I have the opportunity to meet like-minded people that I otherwise never would have.
This fall, we'll be continuing our bi-weekly newsletter initiative where relevant, up-to-date information is shared with subscribers. We will also be hosting a live panel and subsequent Q&A with members of the Sustainability Office. In addition, our meetings will be taking place via Zoom every 10 to 12 days.
We were part of the UW Sustainability Conference in fall 2019, and it really helped us develop our presence. Right now, we're working with the IC3 event, which is an avenue for change where they incorporate research at multiple institutional and organizational levels. We have a booth there, and we're trying to share what we're doing to expand and accomplish IC3's mission. We are a goal-oriented group, and we are constantly seeking more connections as this group grows with more general members and executive members.
Interested in joining our executive team? This fall, we're going to be hiring for our graduate president, our graduate vice president, our graduate events and engagement director, and our graduate communications director. This said, we're always open to having new general members join our team, and we'll be hiring for some undergraduate positions for the winter term.
If you're looking to get involved with our club, you can follow us on our socials. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our handle is Climate Students. You can also join our mailing list or shoot us an email. Both those links will be at the bottom of this video.
Hey, my name is Michelle Casa, and I am one of the contributing writers and founding members of the UW Radicle. I just wanted to talk a little bit about who we are and what we're planning for the future. So if you're so interested, you are very welcome to join us. So first of all, what does our club do? We are an online monthly student-run publication that's both written by and for the Faculty of Environment. So basically, we're the environment equivalent of something like Math News or the Iron Warrior, or if you're familiar with the campus newspaper Imprint, we're a little bit like that, but exactly written for and by the Faculty of Environment. So we have a main team of consistent contributors, and then we have guest writers who can submit whatever they want for each issue. And each monthly publication will include things like articles, interviews, poetry, art, photography, comics, basically anything and everything that can be put online that's made for environment students and by environment students or staff is welcome on the Radicle. So our purpose is to highlight the work, experiences, and stories of environment students and staff, and to create a sense of community within environment, as well as to educate others on important environmental issues or events going on in the faculty or in the greater world. So basically, the limit of the stuff that we do is anything environment related. Anything by an environment student, anything related to an environmental issue is welcome. And we love to get contributions from anyone to talk about whatever passions they have. We basically serve as a platform on which we can talk about issues that concern us, or maybe highlight things that you're doing as a student or that your profs are doing in terms of research. Yeah, basically the sky is the limit. So in terms of what students can expect this fall, we usually have bi-weekly meetings already, but obviously that will be done online this term. We're going back into a schedule of publishing monthly, so probably at the end of the month you can expect our first pandemic issue coming into fall term. And if you're interested in joining us, you can commit whatever you can, whatever you want. There's no strict limit on, you have to come to every meeting and you have to contribute however number of articles or pieces. It's really chill. You can contribute whatever you want in any number of content. We're not just limited to like written articles or anything, but anything that you might have to offer, we would be more than happy to include it in our issues. As for sort of how it's going to work this term, working from home, online school, it's super flexible. The transition to online, the team transition to online has been pretty seamless because the work that we do is usually, it's pretty independent already. So don't be worried if you're not on campus, you're not going to miss anything. Everything's already online. We organize on our Slack and also on our Facebook, but I'll talk more about that later. So yeah, if you're interested in writing or anything like that, or if you're interested in the work that's going on in the faculty environment, rest assured that you can contribute whatever you'd like, and there's not that much of a big commitment. So an example of a current project we're doing is working on our pandemic edition, which should come out around the end of September. So this will include two main things. The first is a folio of how staff and students have been dealing with quarantine. So we're going to be diving into, what are your challenges? What have you learned about yourself? What are your goals? How has the working from home situation been for you? And highlight the experiences of not just profs and TAs, but also students on co-op and students on academic terms, as well as incoming students. So this is a way for us to build a community and sort of welcome back our environment family and sort of get caught up with, what have you been up to for the past 5 or 6 months. Just sort of giving a platform for people to share their experiences and to connect with other people. And the second thing that we're going to be talking about in our upcoming edition is exploring pandemic-related issues, so more serious or complex topics relating to mental health, just recovery efforts, and the intersection of environmental and social justice. So if you're interested in any of those issues, we'd be more than happy to hear your thoughts, but that's what sort of the main contributing team is going to be working on for this first month. As for one memorable past event, we had a booth at Invigorate the day before the pandemic started and the day before classes were canceled, which is really funny looking back. But we had a booth at Invigorate, which was really fun. I was there along with our editor-in-chief, Andrew, and Phil, another person on the main team, and we were there to talk to members of the environment community about the Radicle and sort of hearing what they have to say and what issues are on their mind. So we had lots of interesting conversations about the pandemic, about eco-socialism, about different clubs on campus. So community outreach is something that's really important to us because, we exist to serve the environment community, and a lot of our contributions come from just students who are passionate about a certain issue, and they want to have a platform which they can talk about stuff that interests them. So yeah, if you are passionate about environmental issues, if you like writing or doing interviews or photography or art or any method of expression, we are more than happy to welcome you on the team. You don't have to come to every meeting. You can just send us a quick email or just reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to connect you with Andrew, our editor, or to get you a spot in our upcoming edition. If you're curious about what's happening in the faculty or in the greater community in terms of environmental issues related to innovation or technology or climate action, this is also the perfect place for you. It's basically just a platform in which to share your thoughts and to learn about others' thoughts on things, and a really chill way to develop communication skills and work with a wonderful dynamic team, basically at your own pace. So I hope that explains a little bit about who we are, but the best way to actually get to know about what we're doing and the kinds of content that we put out is to check us out on our blog, also on Instagram at the UW Radicle. If you want to submit something or just ask a question, you can email us at the uwaterlooradicle@gmail.com or follow our public Facebook page where we post updates pretty frequently. But yeah, take a look at our Instagram, take a look at our blog, and if something in that sparks your interest, shoot us a message, join the team, or even if just on a whim you wrote something that you liked or you took a cool picture of cool trees or anything sort of environment related, we would love to include that in our issue. Yeah, so we're here to serve you. We're here to sort of signal boost your thoughts, so we would love to hear from you. Welcome to the faculty environment if you're an incoming student, and yeah, we are super looking forward to getting to know you and getting to hear from you very soon. Thanks so much.
What does your club do? The club I'm in, and the president sort of role that I took in the spring was for ERSSA, which is the Environmental Resources and Sustainability Student Association. Basically, ERSSA is supposed to be dedicated to all ERS students and their interests. We're supposed to be a community of students in different cohorts that get together and host events related to our program, as well as talk about issues as well related to our program. We do it because we want to create sort of like a home and a community for students. It's really hard coming into university because it's always going to be different than what you think it's going to be. But a student society is supposed to like give you a place where you can make friends and then go to classes with your friends after the association, or just have a fun activity to do on the side. In the fall this term, we will be having some big events. We will be having Meet the Professors. Funny wordplay right there. And we'll also be having a first year sort of event or incoming students event, which we're pretty excited to host probably in September and October, so respectively. Also, we've decided to look into things like mental health awareness. We have a lot of online webinars. So that's what's different, is that none of these are going to be in person, unfortunately, because of course we still need to keep in mind that there's still a pandemic happening. So it'll all be online, and anyone can join and anyone can have fun. So that's pretty exciting. We'll also be having some education committee meetings on the side. If you're interested in education and what you're learning and how to change your learning based on what you like to do, then the committee is also there as a subset of ERSSA. So they'll be hosting meetings and talking with professors. It's a good way to gain liaison experience. In terms of our activity, we were pretty busy in the spring, and spring is usually our like chillest term. So fall is usually our busy term, so you can only imagine what it's going to be. In terms of meeting frequency, we did every other week in spring term, but in fall term, it's probably going to be every week on a specific day. And of course, there'll be a poll, so you can decide when you want to meet with your association and what roles you want to take. An example of a current project for me right now, it's the education committee that we created. That was sort of a spur of the moment. It was dedicated to try to get more BIPOC influence within ERS, and then it just became like a group of people, and we put that in our constitution. We're still working on that now, and we have multiple projects coming up based on communication, geographical variance, things like that kind of dealt, but there are some interesting things as well. We did sort of like multiple workshops, as you might know. We did The Wonderful World of Wasps, so we learned about wasps. We did plant identification. We did pride in the environment, which we are really proud of. And if you ever want to host something that you're interested in or teach something in, you just have to contact the ERSSA fall president for that as well. I got all my friends from ERSSA. That's kind of sad, but I got all my friends from ERSSA, and some of them I got from obviously orientation, which was also led a little bit by student societies as well. So student associations, especially like student engagement, things that like are made to create sort of this experience, actually give you the experience you're looking for. It does. I don't know how it's going to work online, but I know that I've met a lot of people in my online term just alone, from interfacing virtually. And then you have like a good basis of people that you can just hang out with. Like after the meetings, you can like drink coffee together or things like that. And it does give you a lot of opportunities and experience. It's taught me a lot of leadership experience, how to be like diplomatic in certain situations, and also like more like tangible experience. Like I learned a lot about wasps this term, and I also learned a lot about how to use a dichotomous key, which sometimes is a little confusing in classes. So that also, co-op workshops is a thing that ERSSA hosts. So it teaches you about how to get a job, which is really fun as well. So if you're worried about that, do that. Well, there's social media. We have an Instagram and we have a Facebook. Our committee is also intertwined in that as well. We do email chains for big events. Your academic advisor usually sends that out, so look in your email for that as well. And if you want to contact anyone from ERSSA, you just have to message the group, the group's online pages, and someone will get back to you. We do have a social media person, so they're always there, looking out. Also, we sent out an email recently. If you have any questions, your academic advisor should have sent you a document or a form, a Google form where you can put in your questions, and that way you can get your questions answered as well. Like I described, to me, a student society is a group of people who share the same interests and have fun. So basically, like a community. I was very nervous coming out of high school, thinking what is life gonna be like? But as soon as I joined ERSSA, I realized that there is a way to talk to people and do things you're interested in and gain a good network at the same time. And yeah, we will be active in the fall. So we will see you in the fall term. Be very excited.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Jill Knight, and I'm the coordinator of the Student Leadership Program and Peer Mentorship in the Student Success Office. Question I have here is what is being done to help students succeed in both peer mentorship and student leadership? Well, to talk first about the Student Leadership Program, in the fall term we are offering 4 different leadership workshops. This is an opportunity for you to network as a student and develop your personal and professional skill sets. On top of that, we're providing you with an opportunity to do some self-reflection and goal setting. These workshops have been designed to be very interactive and provide you an experience to get to know students whether they're in their first year or their 4th year of their PhD, if they're an environment student or if they're an art student. Though the workshops are going to be online, we're still hoping to create a great opportunity for you to get to know more about different leadership terms and fellow participants. Another program I'd like to talk about is the foundational training program that we have in the Student Success Office. This program is designed to help our upper year students receive foundational training about peer mentorship and the skill sets needed in order to support and help transition our incoming students. This program contributes to the quality and effectiveness of peer-to-peer programs across campus by providing common training to our students to enhance their skills that are critical towards mentorship success, but also workplace preparedness. So students can access the Student Leadership Program through their portal account. Registration will open up monthly on the last Monday of every month, with the exception of the first Monday of the term. Due to these unprecedented times, as I mentioned earlier, we are only offering 4 workshops out of the 12 that we normally do. But we do have a leadership library located on our website in case you're hungry for more knowledge. So it's important for you to jump in and get into these workshops as early as possible. But important to note that you can complete this program throughout your entire undergraduate career. As for the foundational training program, how this works, this program is designed for everyone to join if you wish. So if you're interested in some professional and personal development, we encourage you to come through this training. This will be a 2-part factor. We have one section dedicated to online learning, and you'll be enrolled in a course on Learn. The second will be coming into a synchronous workshop and where you can apply the skills and the knowledge you've learned. I guess if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or would like to know more about any of these programs that we offer, you can contact me, Jill Knight, through my email, jill.knight@uwaterloo.ca, or you can message student.leadership@uwaterloo.ca, and we would be happy to connect with you and get you in and experiencing these programs. Thank you.